Hey, is this you? Ooh, the new game Geometry Dash. Let's go into the editor. What is this? No, this game's stupid. If so, this video is for you. In today's video, we are going to just give you the logistics of the main Geometry Dash editor. Let's go. To get started, you're gonna have to click the button on the right that looks like the tools. And then you're gonna have to click the editor on the top left. Then click the word new on the bottom right. Then name the level. Then get in. Now, this may look intimidating at first, but after learning it, this will be a piece of cake. First, click the build button right here. Now, you can select blocks all throughout, but let's start with choosing this one. Select it, then you can place blocks all over. Now, you can click this edit button right here. These mini steps barely move it. These steps move it by one grid, but these ones move it a lot. Then there's these half steps, and there's all this other stuff you can use. The last one's the delete button, which you could use to viciously murder all of the poor blocks you've made. Okay, here's a quick run through from all of the objects. First is the block, which is one of the only surfaces you can actually jump on to survive. Then we got the spike, which kills you on impact. Now, the slope is basically just an inclined block. Now, the orbs come in different colors, which, depending on the color, changes the gravity and how far it launches you. Now, the saw is basically like a spike, but it goes in circles, and it is a circle. Finally, we have the interactables, which can be used to be triggers and to affect other stuff. Now, you may be wondering what these buttons do. Now, let me tell you. The first one is swipe. If you have swipe and build together, you can move a bunch of blocks with just one swipe. But with edit, you can select multiple with just one swipe as well. But with delete, you could delete as many as you want with just swiping and murdering them all. The next button is the rotate button, where you can select a block and rotate it anywhere you want. The only issue is you can only do this with things you don't have a hitbox, sadly. The next one is quite powerful. It's the free move. If you select a block, you can move it anywhere on the screen, which makes it easy for art and deco. But let's say you want to anchor that block right back onto the grid. Well, with the snap button, you can. Select free move and snap to select it back into its original grid. Now let's move on over to the next subject, layers. But there's actually two layers, editor layers and Z layers. Coincidentally enough, these are actually both used to organize your workspace. It helps keep organization in the editor and in the level. Let's start with editor layers. To start, grab a block and go to the edit object on the middle right. Now, go into the editor layer and select any number you want. For example, I'm gonna do 1. You will see that you can only choose your block, which makes it easy to control stuff like deco. So the next one is the Z layer, where basically you could put stuff in front and below. Put like the main thing that you want in front and find out what layer it is. It is B2 in this case. So select what you want to be behind and put B3, for example. Now let's talk about the 12 buttons of doom. First, let's do the copy, paste, and copy and paste buttons. Copy is as you would expect, it copies the block. When you click place or paste, it pastes it over and over. But if you click copy and paste as one button, it just makes it quicker and copy and pastes it. There are certain blocks with extra characteristics that you can only use in the edit special tab. But reminder, some blocks don't use this button. Now the edit group tab is where you can edit all layers, groups, and editor layers with stuff like the extra 2, and animations, where you could really just customize the object. Now the edit object tab is simply where you change the color of an object. Now this set of buttons is basically the same as the top set of buttons, so just remember your knowledge from earlier and you'll be fine. Finally, the last layer. This first button, you could just change the color in an easier way. This next button is the layer button. As known, we can go to different layers to organize things. So once you're on a layer, click that button and it'll automatically teleport to it. Have you ever been holding an object but you wanted to deselect something? Use that button. It works quite easy. Now let's move on to the left side of the screen. First, these magnifying glasses zoom in and out of the screen. Next, this yellow play button plays the level so you can see what you have so far. Alright, now we have the blue button. It's the blue play button, but basically, all it does is instead of just playing the level, it uses the music instead. Now we have these arrows, which do and undo your progress. Then you could delete it with this trash can. Finally, we have this scroller, which shows you your entire level. Now we got the options menu. You can change the speed, mode, other options, the song, the game type, the color, and all the backgrounds. The possibilities are basically endless with this side of the game. Now this is where you customize the song you choose. You can create lines of beats on the bottom left. You can also change the ID, which you find on Newgrounds, which we'll explain on a different video. You can change the offset, as we see here. You can find songs in your saved file. Now, here's a time lapse of me making a 10-second layout.
Swing, 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 yeah, swing the night away. Forget your trouble and party till the break of day. It would be great if that great Gatsby's wildest dreams, when we party like it's 1923. Party, 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 till the break of day. Party, 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 party,
Well, that's the guide. Hope you enjoyed and maybe this helped you. Bye bye.